छाया आसमान देखो झूमता गगन है छाया आसमान देखो झूमता गगन जमीन आसमान पूछ गया झूमता गगन आसमान मेरे झूम ले जहां ये कैसा नशा प्यार का समान रही समा झूमे आसमान होश तो खोले प्यार तू ले ले संग मेरे झूम जा कैसा नशा होश है कहाँ होश तो खोले प्यार तू ले ले संग मेरे झूम जा
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. We are the Pageant Gurus. And I know this video should have come a little earlier, but Happy New Year from us. And I hope you all are safe and warm. It's been freezing over here. I know 4 degrees where some of you are at is not very cold, but trust me, it's been crazy. So we were delayed on our video and we wanted to start it as soon as possible because this is the top 10 of the Miss Universe. Guru, are you excited?
Oh my God, it is beyond exciting. You know, I've not had a chance to sleep properly. Whenever I see any notification from any of the YouTube videos that come in, I'm up and I'm making sure that you are also not sleeping. Yeah, good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you might be. Yes, we are the Pageant Gurus and we are super excited, wishing you all a very happy new year. We took a bit of time, as Emma said, to just relax, to just get our energies back. And it's almost 3 days into the Miss Universe schedule and it's been just wrapping up, seeing every possible photograph, interview of candidates and seeing who's really going to make it up to our top 10. You know, I have some knowledge as to how the Miss Universe organization works, what are their criteria, and I'm hoping that will continue at least this year because we're still quite unclear as to with Anne and the new organization leadership, how things are going to change. So I'm pretty much stuck to my way of thinking and defining what the top 10 could be. And I believe Emma has her own way and we'll respect each other's views as well. And we at least hope that all of you as well would, keep things kind. It's just what we feel should be Miss Universe 2022. So, Emma, let's get started.
All right, guys. So before we begin, I'm going to just share a little bit about our choices. We both are very different, but we're very alike in ways that you can't even imagine. So you're going to see my top 10. Please don't laugh at it. I'm not as smart in terms of pageantry as much as the past history of pageants and contestants that you all are. Please don't laugh at my top 10, but also understand that my top 10 is based on how their personality is and what I've just seen, which is very brief. I think they photograph well, and I think these are the prettiest in my opinion. And the same goes with Gotham. So before, let's not waste any time and let's get started. So I'm going to share the screen with you and we're going to start with top 10. All right, Gotham, you ready?
Yes. Okay, so who do you think is number 10? So the way we're going to do it is that on the left-hand side, you will see my choice. And on the right-hand side, we'll see Emma's choice. And we haven't seen each other's choices. So it's going to be a bit of a surprise or an agreement or a disagreement. But let's just hope we try to agree. So I'm excited to see your choices, Emma. And I hope you are too.
I am actually scared for you to see my choices because I think you're gonna. But yeah, I mean, this is why we love each other because we're absolutely crazy and different. So yep, this is it. Ready?
Let's see.
Okay. Here we go,
The
guys.
number spot is
I have Albania and number 10.
Peru. Hello?
I'm not surprised.
Okay.
I'm not surprised with Peru, honestly.
It shouldn't come as a surprise. Have you seen her swimsuit walk, her chiseled body, the way she's like a top model? And Peru has been doing extremely well in the last couple of years. So that's the reason I've put her here. She's very photogenic. Miss Universe is looking for someone who is, more. What do I say? Can garner more sponsorship. They're looking for a more commercial face. Um, so, what's your reason for Albania?
I think she photographs very well. I do love her presence. She reminds me of Haifa. I think you'll agree with that. She reminds me of Haifa a bit. And I've not really seen Albania make it to top 10 ever. I think I'm not sure. May have not been, but
In fact, no, they did make it. They made very recently, 2019, the year Zozi won. Albania was there, and she was very smart. Yes, she is definitely photogenic, and I'm seeing a lot of hype there. From what we see. But I don't know how well she would interview. So
yeah. So, like I said, this is all based on just what I'm looking at. I've not seen them speak. I've not seen them walk, to be honest. Guru has probably more insight on them. I don't, but this is just face
but
value.
you own these top 10. So
I do. I'm sticking by it, but it might change after the preliminaries, just so you guys
in
know.
fact, a lot of change after the preliminaries, because this is what we've been seeded with from the internet, from what the national directors have said, what the pageant fans have been saying. So there is a bias. But once preliminary comes, once we see the evening gown, the
Yeah.
swimsuit, we don't get to see the interview because that's closed door. So we are actually going to then decide. So that's going to be more crucial, Emma. So
Yeah.
let's see who is at number 9.
Number 9. All right. I got Korea.
Vietnam. Agree. Asian delegate. At least an Asian delegate makes it.
Exactly.
So, do you know when was the last time Korea placed?
No, I don't ever remember.
2007.
Oh, no. I think she is fantastic. I see that she's gonna have a very good personality. And I'm not sure how she's gonna do in the interview, but she is gorgeous. I love her. She's fresh and beautiful. So I think there's not much of makeup on her, and I think she works it. She works her face beautifully, and as opposed to the other contestants I'm not gonna name. But yes, I think she's very bright, very fresh, young girl, and yeah, I love her. I absolutely want to see Korean top 10. I'm not changing my stance on that. Guru, what's with Vietnam? What's the one thing you love about her?
I think first on Korea, and generally countries that are underdogs, I think it's amazing to have an underdog story. The last time we actually felt an underdog completely come and take the game was when Zozi won. Till the time she came, she was fine. We expected that, okay, she's been doing well. South Africa, of course, has been doing well. But when she came in that evening gown and, spoke about the fact that it reminds her, or she represents her country, which is the blue of the ocean and the brown of the sand. And after that, it was pretty much game up. I remember I was sitting with my mom watching it at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, I wanted Puerto Rico to win that time. And she ended up being second. And Zozi won. So an underdog story where you don't expect and someone just comes and shocks you and surprises you in a good way.
Yeah.
I'm always up for that. However, my contestant is Vietnam. Vietnam has been doing extremely well. In fact, they hosted in 2008 the Miss Universe contest where Venezuela won. And at that time, one could never imagine Vietnam to come as a powerhouse. In fact, the placement that they got in 2008 was just because, a consolation prize that they're the host country. So let's put Vietnam, and you could clearly see that she was eliminated within the first round. However, you see last couple of years, in fact, ever since 2017, 2018, we've seen Vietnam really coming up strong. Even
Yeah.
the pageant that they
Yeah.
hosted, they got her Naz in. They're creating a lot of buzz, at the event, and at least taking the right spots when it comes to having the Miss Universe organization leadership be part of these events. Her Naz was there, and so I do believe that one is the sash factor, but also if you look at her, I have not seen a single photograph of her that she hasn't aced. And she's been improving on English as well. Last 4 months, if you see when she was crowned compared to now, she is in a place where she can basically hold her dialogue with anyone and being able to be comfortable speaking. However, it's all a game of nerves when it comes to the interview round. But for me, I think just to close at least my validation on Vietnam for what the organization has been doing so far, she should be in the top 10.
Okay. She is gorgeous. I will admit that. Okay, so here we go. At number 8. Any guesses? Ah, it's gonna surprise you. Iceland. I've got Iceland.
No, I think Iceland is a very nice choice. She probably would have just skipped off my mind. So, what were your reasons? She's actually
I
nice, yeah.
she reminds me of this actress. Okay, I watched the Vikings and she's got that Viking energy in her, and the Freya, the goddess Freya. She kind of gives me that vibes with her cool blue eyes. I think she's beautiful. There's something about her energy. I've not seen it in Iceland. I think you see mostly blondes from Iceland, and I think this is the first one I've seen with brown hair, and she's gorgeous. I think she photographs very well. Like I said, we're gonna have to see what happens on the preliminaries to know how she's walking, how she's confident, how she's handling herself. So, but I think in terms of looks, she is fantastic. So I love her. I do love her. I do love South Africa, but yeah, you'll see.
I think good choice. I think probably she's just gone unnoticed because Iceland has been doing extremely well of late at Miss Universe. There have been consecutive placements in the last couple of years, and they have been churning out very well prepared delegates. So I'll have my eyes on her at the preliminary. Though the very next contestant is our home country, Miss India. So from that aspect, I don't, I should be partial, but I'll wish her well. So coming to South Africa, Nandawi has been, clear standout when it comes to the African continent,
Yeah.
at least from my side. And South Africa has been doing well year after year after year to the point that at least when it comes to Miss Universe, they are pretty much the powerhouse,
Yep.
neck to neck with Philippines. It'll be interesting to see her styling. In fact, if you see the look here, is completely different from how she is right now. She's got her complete curls, and it's sometimes it feels it's a bit too much. It's covering her chiseled, the bone structure because there's hair everywhere. But we'll see how she will perform when it comes to her swimsuit, because in her nationals, though we always know that South Africa are very good speakers. They know how to hold the mic and basically carry the crowd with them. However, when it comes to swimsuits and their passerella and the walk and the turns and how they song they sarong, all of that, I hope that she's got those trainings right up there for her to do well.
True.
So yeah.
I do love her braids. I think she works beautifully in this picture. Like I said, I agree with you. It could be overpowering if she doesn't style it well, or maybe she uses the right silhouettes for her gown and it doesn't become too much. So yeah, I think it's all be. Let's see what happens. All right,
But
guys,
if I
go on.
on the same part of South Africa and her hair, it can actually work to her advantage to just be very different, cut out of the rest. If we look at Chesley Christ, God rest her soul,
Yeah, bless her.
in 20, when you look at the swimsuit round, she was full hair and what energy. But when
Yeah.
it came to the evening round, she just kind of plugged her hair in such a way that it wasn't really flattering enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? So just for the sake of taming down your hair, just don't do it. If it looks wild, let it go wild and stick to that look if it
Yes.
works for you.
You
Just to
gotta,
change.
yeah, you gotta work it. You gotta work it and not let it overpower you and be part of it. And I think I loved it for her hair. The braids look gorgeous on her. So yes, I think we'll be surprised with her. All right, guys.
Interesting.
Next is top 7. Let's see who. Come on.
Ooh. Show your colors and your flag.
Russia.
Okay.
This is gonna be interesting because I don't know why you got Italy. I want you to go Guru first.
At least the thing is, somewhere down the line, from a regional perspective, we are aligned. Still in Europe. Italy is one of the most strongest European delegate, if I may say, and especially one of the very memorable Miss Italy's coming to the Miss Universe pageant. She is, I think she's a runway model. She has walked the stage for some of the cool brands. In fact, even her wardrobe, they say that her final gown is from Roberto Cavalli. She is biracial, so I think she's a mixture between Italy and some other country I'm forgetting, but you can clearly see that she has that very Latina vibes, and even chiseling face and body structure and the kind of clothes she's wearing. In fact, yesterday in one of the shoots, she's wearing checks, which otherwise seem so out and out, not the current trend, at least when it comes to universe, but the way she's handled it, she is making heads turn. So for me, it's Italy. And why Miss Russia?
Okay, I'm happy to see Russia. I'm happy to see Russia. I'm happy to see them come in the contest, to be honest. And I think she's beautiful. I do have a soft place for the Russians because I was there a couple of years ago, and they're the kindest, sweetest people. And I think I have a very soft corner in my heart for them. They're wonderful. I love them. And she is beautiful. She is beautiful. I love her eyes. I love the way she works her face. And yeah, gorgeous. Overall, absolutely gorgeous. That's the only reason she's here. And yeah, I would love to see if she makes it anyway, even top 20. It would be interesting, though I don't think that's going to happen.
The socio-political situation that is currently here, would have the organization committee put that they would rather replace her with Ukraine? What's your view?
I feel, if to be honest, let's be honest, let's address the elephant in the room. Yeah, there are going to be issues about the fact that Russia's there, Ukraine's there, Poland's there. So I'm not sure. I don't think, I mean, I think we saw it in Miss Grand International, was it? That they were all together. And
even Miss World, if you remember, Poland, one of the reasons why they said she won,
yeah,
was because of this. And there was one supranational, I think, where everything was in blue
everything was in blue and yellow. And I don't
was too.
Yes, and I think it's quite unfair that these girls work so hard and they need to be bludgeoned or loved for political reasons which they may not actually agree with, even if from their own country. So I think we should laugh over the fact that she's working hard and she's come here, she's made it, and I think we should look at her for that, not for the fact that what's really happening. They all are working very hard regardless, and I think we should not bring that into the world of pageantry at all. We don't bring it in sports, let's not bring it over here. So yes, I love Miss Russia, and I would love to see her in let's say top 20. Let me be honest. Yeah. She makes top 20, I'm happy.
Okay, we are
at number 6. Guru, let's see who you got here. Oh my God! Oh yeah, you got it. I got South Africa. I got her a little higher up than you.
Well, I've got my Indian Kuri up at number 6. And, let me just start by saying how proud I am of you and the entire Miss Diva organization. This is, a mammoth task, and it was so easy for you to just give up, because that the chances or the probabilities that we are working odds are really not in favor. However, you came and you've been hitting it and nailing it and telling every every contestant, every critic, every pageant vlogger uh, that it wasn't just one fluke that Harnaz won. It's a
Mm,
continuous storm that India has found their mojo back.
yes.
They are once again the ones to beat. And if anyone could have done it, it is you. You've got the brains, you've got the intelligence, you've got, the inner peace, and you know that it is not easy. And I believe she's taking it up as a challenge, and that's motivating her even more.
Yes.
She's got nothing to lose, so she's giving
Yes.
her the best. So I have high hopes, and if she's able to crack and move into the circle of top 5, then everybody just be very careful. I'm
Okay.
still keeping my hopes at 6. The magic 5 is still my magic 5, but what's your view here on South Africa, such as?
Such as the Africa. I love South Africa. I have a higher up than you. I do definitely seeing her making top 10 without a doubt. So we have already discussed everything, and I think she has a very, very strong chance to be there, right up there. Maybe all the way up there. God knows. Let's see. But like I said, I haven't heard them speak. But top 5 is going to be very interesting. So I'm going to quickly switch on to the top 5 because we have a lot to discuss over here.